How you doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. So, and we got two things today. One, a bag of Funkos, and then this. And I'm keeping this to a 2-item video because of this. And I got the other thing in case this is nothing. But anyway, so I talk about weight and feel a lot. You can tell a lot about toys by weight and feel. Doesn't generally apply to board games, but today it did. So, I saw this Clue Haunted Mansion, and I picked it up to get the price off of it to see where we were at. And it's stupid heavy. Right? Most board games are about 2 pounds, maybe 3. This one is 5 pounds, 10 ounces. So I don't know what's in here, but it ain't this. I mean, it could be this and some other stuff. I looked at the game online. It's just Clue. It's just a board, some tokens. It's not going to be 5.5 pounds. So, you know, stuff ends up at thrift shops for different reasons, right? And one of the common reasons it ends up at a thrift shop is somebody dies. Or somebody has to, like, get rid of a lot of stuff. So, it's possible somebody has donated something that they shouldn't have, for one thing. If somebody had died and they just didn't look in the box, didn't think anything of it. Could be somebody screwed up and donated something thinking it was this item, and in fact they had hid something in it. So I bought it. I mean, it's not a bad pickup either way. I paid $5 for it, but I bought it for the possibility of what could be in here. So it's super heavy, and when I tip it, you can hear pieces, but there's like distinct thunks. There's like a thunk and then a second thunk. So it makes me think it's 2 large items shifting. It's not a lot of pieces. It's not like marbles or something weird where you can hear it rolling around. There's a little bit of rattling, but it's heavy. Heavy stuff moving. So, is it a jewelry box? Is it a gun? Is it a bunch of, like, Pokemon cards? Like, sealed cards? Or, you know, like, card boxes that they just threw in here? Could be anything. So, for $5, I had to know. The box, this is a game I would actually sell as a game. But the box is absolutely trashed. Possibly from whatever is in here being way too heavy for the box. Here we go. We got a game board. Okay. Munchkin Zombies. That ain't Clue. We got another game board. Wild Kratts. I have no idea what that is. We got another game board. And so I think we figured out what this is. They just didn't want to have a lot of game board or a lot of game boxes, and they've consolidated a whole bunch of games into one box. And this is Munchkin Treasure Hunt. The Munchkin games are pretty popular. And we got the cards for zombies. We have Clue. We have the Clue stuff. So we have 4 board games in one box. So this is actually a pretty cool pickup. Would it have been better if it was like Treasure? Yeah, obviously. But This is gonna be really tough to sort out. So, try to get all the cards out. Zombie Munchkin. The problem is, I don't know if this is gonna have a list of parts for any of these. We do have instructions, but usually the part list's on the back of the box. More Munchkin Zombie. Some of this is sealed. Huh. So the treasure cards are sealed. Treasure monster. I don't even know what this is. Might be that wild whatever's game. Duck, Vito, You're the Clowns. I don't know. I don't know what this is at all. Delegate is hit with a throwing axe. I have no idea. We got some of the bits from Clue. Now, I wasn't going to sell this as a game because the box is in such bad shape. And I looked up the game in case it was in there, and it has a great following. So, sell-through rate about 25%, which is good for a board game. These are probably from Munchkin Zombie. Let's see if we can find anything else. Stands. So I don't have boxes for this, obviously, so it's just gonna be a whole lot of parts, which I'm okay with. We got Munchkin. Seal of France. It seems like it would go to the other game that I looked at. This is some kind of like traveler's game. Seal of Germany. Treaties of Germany. Treaties of the Soviet Union. Maybe there is another board. Oh, there's 2 boards, I think. So I think there's 5 games here. So this is definitely this, because there's a German flag and some axes and stuff like that. I bet this... The axes are just kind of odd because I found that card that said something about throwing an axe at somebody, and this has axes too. So, no clue what the game is, but that all goes together. Spinner and say what it goes to, but that's Wild Kratts apparently, I think, because the blue is very similar. We got some people doing poses. All right, I'm gonna have to sort this out and figure out what is even listable out of this, and then try to make some sense of it. Right, so for Clue Haunted Mansion, we've got everything. Which is why I thought it weighed way too much. There's 6 ghosts, 6 tokens, standard card set, envelope. I had 2 ghosts without sticker instructions. So when I looked at this, it had really good sell-through, and if that's the case, that means the parts should go pretty well. So if I punch in parts, we'll get 103. There could be people saying I have all the parts. Now, there's 2 versions of it. One has the plastic tokens, and this one has pewter and some kind of like resin. So it's obviously going to be the more desirable one. But it's not to say that this wouldn't go. So we got a listing here for part of what I'm selling, not even the complete set, for 12 bucks. Ghosts again for 12 bucks. So, let's see what's going here. So that was 20 with the pewter. The rule book went for 6. Now, we saw parts of the game for 12. So I'm going to sell this for 10. And that should move it pretty quick, I'm guessing. So that paid for the game that was supposed to be in the box. Now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with all these other boxless adventures here. The next game is called Oh My God, There's an Axe in My Head. That's why there are so many axe related cards. And I have the whole thing. No, I don't have a box, and it would be really tough to ship the board and all the parts by itself. Games like this, we talk about games that are collectible, games that are playable, parts for both. I don't know what this is. So this could be a Kickstarter thing and nobody wanted it. Certainly an odd name, but I got the whole thing. And I don't have the box to look at it and see who made it or anything. So we'll see if we could even find it. 17 results for Oh My God, There's an Axe in My Head. So, don't really have any info on it. The pricing is not terrible, so possibly people are buying it. Kind of doubtful though. So 17 results. 0 sold. Nobody wants this thing. And I don't think it's a matter of price. I think it's a matter of no one played it. Some of these Kickstarter things are small games, just they generated nothing. Came and went. So I'm just going to toss this one out and we'll look at the rest of them. The next game is Munchkin Zombies Guest Artist Edition. So Munchkin is a card game series that's got a bunch of different offshoots. I see it around a lot. I don't tend to pick it up, although I did just sell one the other day. So fairly popular, but still a lot of them out there. 168 results for this, but it's not showing Guest Artist Edition. It's showing Munchkin Zombies. And there's a few different ones. So that's Guest Artist Edition. And it goes for quite a bit of money. At least that one does. Spare parts. Like, they'd crank out these games. Walking Dead version. So that said, if it's something that people play, you know, the parts could do some good here. 2 results is not good. Now, I don't know why it was showing everything but this, but now the only 2 results are Guest Artist Edition, so we're just going to knock that out and do Zombies. 57. So 366 and 57, that's not spectacular. And the games are not going for a ton. Like, obviously, if this was in the box, this would have been a banger, actually. Because there's only 2 for sale that we saw, and 2 sold. But, because it seems to be rare, and I think this game could be mixed and matched, but I'm not sure. But I am going to list it for sale for, we'll do 10 again. And if it goes, it goes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. What else we got here? Oh yeah, the other Munchkin. So we got another Munchkin game, Munchkin Treasure Hunt. This one was never unwrapped. And I guess it's a smaller game. Of course, we don't have the board for this one, oddly. Did we? I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. 23 results for this one. And price points pretty solidly high. So let's see what's going on with it. 5 sold, so that's not bad. It's like a 20% sell through. Of course, it's with the box. So I'll just do the same as the other one. I'll do 8 on this because it's very light. We got that other one. I forget what it's even called now, but we got another one. So we got Wild Crap. And I am missing a piece. I'm missing one of the 4 players. I'm going to assume this has no value whatsoever. So rather than even count it up, we're just going to look. Right? 2,000. So, oh, okay, this must be based on something. Okay. Race Around the World is what this is called. 43. This can't be real, right? No, that doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what this thing is, but the tokens I thought were the part of the game. But anyways, so Race Around the World, 43. Does anybody buy it? 4. All in the box. Yeah, not missing anything here. Alright, so let's dig into my contingency plan for this video, which is Funko Pops. Those are good. So while the bubbles burst on Funko Pop, if you get them cheap enough, you always make money. They do still sell. They just don't sell for a ton of money in the box. So $5 for 5. You really can't go wrong. I've sold even ones I didn't think were ever going to move, honestly. Alright, so we have... Obviously this is Ariel, Little Mermaid. And that's a 2012. Could be startling money. I've sold Pop for, like... Outside the box, I did the Napoleon Dynamite ones. That I sold them all already. Big money. Netflix 2018. I'm gonna guess this is Stranger Things, but I don't know. This is definitely Harry Potter. 2018. This is also definitely Harry Potter. 2015. And this guy looks vaguely familiar. Netflix 2018. So he's got to go with that. All right, we'll look up the ones we know. So we got Ariel. Oh, whoops. There we go. We got Ariel over there, 2012. Should be pretty easy to narrow that down. So we have her in the dress, her with glasses, and this is why Funko did this to itself. Collecting stuff is fun if you can finish. If you just want to collect Ariel and you make 40 Ariels, it's not fun anymore. It's too much, and people get these big collections and they take too much space. They should have really kept it like Schleich, where they did a couple a year and retired them. But anyways, so Ariel with glasses, ain't it? Unless the glasses came off, actually. That is entirely possible. No, there we go. 27. Although the tail's different. Now I'm concerned this is the one with the glasses and the glasses came off. But the glasses one, I don't see any damage. It's gotta be this one. This one makes the most sense. Yeah, okay. So we got Ariel 27. That narrowed it down to 1,500, which obviously it's just showing a whole bunch of them. But so we got $12 vaulted. It's not a good sign generally. On 1,500, yeah, this is not working. Clearly 0. We got 9. We got 8 in the box with a damaged box. We got a loose one. We'll just do 8. All right. Now we have Harry Potter. 2015. That's Harry. I know nothing about the series. But all right off the top. That's kind of weird. Maybe they didn't do that many this year. Quidditch version. So this is a good sign. One of the box, 202 sold. So outside the box, it'll go for something then. So loose out of box, this first one's 18. So that's 08. Knocked it down to 126. 9 sold. Wow. Alright, so it's still showing some. Outside the box, this one went for 10. Yeah, we'll do 9 on it. All right, then we got this dude. I believe that's a 2018. Yeah. I forget his name, like Wesley, maybe. I know Hermione, and I know Harry. That's all I got out of that. The redhead kid, Ron Weasley. All right, here he is, number 71. Got that down to 72 results. Prices aren't fantastic on it. Oh, we got a loose one down here. 14. I'm guessing it's not going to be more than Harry. 13 sold. Nothing loose, but yeah, looks like it'll be 8. We got these Netflix ones. They're probably from the same show. Don't know what show. So we'll put in Netflix 2018 and just see if anything comes up. Otherwise, I'll have to lens it. I'm guessing Stranger Things, though. Yeah, we got... Well, I guess there's a few intellectual properties. I don't watch TV. I don't know. We're looking for Flashlight Guy and Dude with a Bat. So that looks like Flashlight Guy, but not with a flashlight, which is Stranger Things. Hopper. We'll try that. There he is. 720. Flashlight. Okay, 45. Pricing pretty standard. We got one loose guy for 15 bucks. 14 sold. So that guy out the door is a deal. Cheapest in a box is 11. Sell-through wasn't bad. We'll do 10. This is going to be Stranger Things as well. Just got to figure out who. No, that's weird. Immediately, right off the top. Steve. 638. We got 32 results. Normal pricing on that. Oh, well. No, I had it unsold. So, 150, and they're selling for a reasonable price. $9, $9.50. Yeah, let's do 9. Whatever. Well, it was more work than I thought going through all this, but not a bad day. You know, I'm happy that my instincts were right on that box, that something was not okay with it. Could have went any direction. It could have been a whole bunch of fucking porn or something I couldn't do anything with. Could have been gold doubloons. You don't know. For $5, it was worth picking up just to find out. But if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.